Talkin Sauce, episode 121.
121.
121.
Big episode.
Milestone
episode. It's what is it called when it's the same thing forward and backwards?
Palindrome?
Palindrome.
It is a palindrome
episode.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Ha
Race car.
It's 4th of July.
4th of July, dude.
4th of July.
Y'all do anything big? Setting off illegal fireworks in a truck in a small neighborhood, something like that, dude? Nope. Better than the LAPD then. Did y'all see that video?
Yeah, I seen it. They blew that shit up.
Like next to cars.
Yeah, people got hurt.
Like in an alleyway?
Yeah.
They tried to do a control explosion.
To make an example. Like that was their reasoning. Like, we're gonna show people how dangerous this is by detonating a bomb in a residential neighborhood.
Yeah, you just dip that shit in some jelly.
Yeah.
Dip that shit in some KY.
Dude, it's
they'll be done, the fireworks.
Yeah.
I'll lend you the KY.
I
got some extra.
What's the KY doing?
Just making
it wet.
Making it all like
water-based.
not even just wet, just like slippery.
That's
Can't even.
Yeah, like not only can the flame not ignite because it's like wet,
True.
It's just like it can't even.
That's true.
It can't even. It's gonna go right around that shit.
Yeah.
A lubricant, unless it's flammable.
I would assume it's not.
It's water-based.
Water-based. Water can't catch fire.
He knows. He knows all the uses, all the applications, in and out.
Water can't catch fire unless it's in the Gulf of Mexico.
In and out.
Unless it's in the Gulf of Mexico.
Bro.
Here we are again.
Yeah.
Dude, did you guys see that shit? I really...
It looked like a video game
trailer.
Intro. Yeah.
I was watching, I was like, yo, this shit looks fire. What game is this? I hope this comes out for PC. It's fire.
It's like the fucking intro to BioShock and shit, dude.
And it was real.
It was very real.
Like I was watching it, and then like when it zoomed down and showed the oil rig next to it, and you could tell it was like from a helicopter. I was like, oh, this is a movie trailer. I'm like, I'm sitting there looking at him like, I'm watching. I'm like, this is a movie trailer. And I'm like, this isn't a movie. this is real.
This is the newest. What's the motherfucker's name? With all the
Cthulhu.
Explosions. Nah, the direct Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
Yeah.
This is the newest Michael Bay.
This is Michael Bay
movie,
joint.
Yeah.
This is a new Suicide Squad. Nope, it is just Florida, off the Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico. That's where most of the offshore drilling is done for the oil companies down here. And big. I don't know which company.
Probably BP or Exxon, right?
Whichever, right?
If it is BP, isn't that just? It's like let's do something about BP,
straight up
right?
ironic. So they blew up a pipe. I don't know how they did it. The
LAPD was trying to make a fireworks example, dude, and set that shit off by the pipeline.
Underwater shit actually didn't work. They must have got those fireworks from South Carolina.
Dude, we soaked them in lube. Wow, I thought they weren't gonna. I thought I wasn't gonna do the boom thing.
Damn, dude, those Charleston fireworks, dude, they're undefeated.
Dude, south of the border, baby.
For sure. Did they put it out?
They were trying.
They were trying to put out
for some reason.
Well, so they figured water around it and below it wasn't going to put it out. So why not water from up top?
Water above.
You bury it.
You got to put it in a box, a water box.
A box of water. Box it out.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's definitely not going to help gas prices.
You need
right?
you need like a water bed.
It was the company Pemex.
Okay.
Pemex, which is
welcome to the club.
Which is a Mexican oil company.
Okay.
Shouts out. Where hands are clean. And the fire is still going.
Oh. That's good.
Is it smaller? Is it burned down that oil rig?
No, they're working on it. It's going away. Okay. It's just not.
They're running out of oil. That's what. It's burned through all the reserves. Can you imagine working on an oil rig, dude?
No.
So you ever just see videos of that shit? It's terrifying.
There's just
so many moving
dangerous.
parts.
Yeah.
Everything
it's like working
slippery.
on an evolving transformer.
Yeah,
it's like literally being like on a transformer who's just a Decepticon who's just going.
And you gotta know what's coming where, when, while you're like turning.
And then you're in the middle of the ocean, like on top of all that.
Yeah. It's just as dangerous as being as the ones like in Texas and shit like that.
Yeah,
you'll get cut in half.
Yeah.
if you're not careful.
And they just keep it moving.
Fingers and hands
and they just keep it moving.
Well, they get paid like $10 an hour. They have to.
I think they get paid a shit ton, actually.
You get paid a fuck ton of money.
Really?
Working
Yeah,
on
no,
oil
it's
rig,
one of the. My mom in high school was like, "You want to go work on an oil rig?" I was like, "Absolutely not." This is like when the North
somebody's
Dakota?
fairly compensated.
Like it was in North or South Dakota that they found all the oil. This is while I was in high school. We had a teacher that had like property out there. And this was when my mom worked at Garner High. She was like, I talked to him. He said you could like rent a place from him. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking. She's like, you and John should go. I was like, I don't think John wants to go.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think John wants to go work on an oil rig either.
Go die on an oil field.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. That's brutal.
Shouts out.
Yeah, no, because if you did get
That's our
capped, I
moms.
think they get like $100K per limb or whatever. So
Yeah,
they get some bread.
So you couldn't lose an arm and a leg? Like
Yeah.
you're just gonna stop at the arm? A little selfish.
That's what the insurance is for, Jake. Get back out there.
We got another house for you. Get the fuck back to South
Go break
Dakota.
another leg off.
Man.
Yeah, man. You'd be hot. You'd be sweating. You'd be hot and sweating
Yeah.
working in the oil
Yeah.
fields. You know, you might catch a little swamp ass.
Maybe a little bit of swamp
Just a little
ass,
swamp
dude.
ass. And I'll have you know, I don't know if you knew this, but I was thinking about this. It was like a shower thought. I remembered.
You remembered?
I remember something.
What was that?
I came up with that term.
You invented swamp ass.
I invented the phrasing swamp ass.
It started with you
Mhm.
in North Carolina.
Garner.
In Garner, North Carolina.
I was 16 years old
Okay.
in 11th grade.
So this was 30 years ago.
Oh, I'm sitting here doing the math. Like, was it? Like, I guess. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Almost.
This was 2009. Now,
Okay.
What I ask you first is, have you ever heard the word swamp ass uttered before the year 2009?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. You look up. You look up.
You're not even gonna let me know my bit.
No. I'll tell you right now. You look up swamp ass. The first thing is Urban Dictionary, and it was posted in June 12th, 2008. So that was just perfect timing, honestly. Me pulling that webpage up.
Did I say 2009? I meant 2008.
Before June 12th.
I pee that. It might be. Yeah,
Are
it was
you,
before June 12th.
are you hippo nipple?
Yeah, I'm hippo nipple.
What?
All right.
Look. Ignore that. All right.
Scrub that from the record.
Scrub that.
Have you heard it before 2009?
No.
Now here's the point, right? It's a
Because I'm a good co-host.
You're just gonna derail the whole topic as soon as humanly possible.
What have
now,
I
what
done
you're about
before?
to say is bullshit. Don't want to hear it. Got my source. Right.
Hippo
I
nipple.
wish we didn't have a second camera.
Or phrasing in perfect timing, dude.
Anyway,
No, I mean with any caveats to any spoken language, right? It probably did happen somewhere else at some of the point in time. But
so fuck my whole thing, but I spent a lot of time on this. So.
But
No,
you could still have like your own version of the folklore.
Yeah, it
right?
could be argued that.
Fuck. 2009. It's like 16. All right, sitting in a car, come back from lunch. It's May, right? It's hot as shit in the school year, Mayish.
Sitting on cloth seats.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like
Four-door car.
And I was a real talkative motherfucker as now. Hence why we do this podcast. And I'm sitting there talking about, it's real hot. And sometimes when my shit gets real hot, it gets all soupy at the bottom there. And the way the sweat collects, it's almost just like a bog, a swamp, if you will. I got some swamp ass. I remember like it was yesterday. The phrasing and just the inception in my mind as it came to be. Right.
Working through it, finding the
Now,
two
this might
words that
sound
fit
like
perfect.
this might sound like manic delusion to you, but but I was there. Now here's how I know I came up with this, right?
Okay.
Because it was not even a day or two later where I'm meeting up with some friends, one of which who was present at the time that I uttered this phrasing for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all meeting at the back parking lot at the end of fourth period, as we do. And this guy comes around the corner and points to the other guy talking about how he's got a serious case of swamp ass.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it in such a way, I was like, man, you, okay. Like, okay. Around all these people, you're going to use my word.
Oh, you're just going to claim it like that? Oh, you're just going to claim it like that?
Bet. And then after that, over the years, just like wildfire. And now it gets used too much. It's too much.
Too much?
I want my word back.
You want your word back?
I'm going to the copyright offices, and I'm putting a claim on it.
I think you could do that.
I'm a DMCA swamp ass.
You can find a way.
DMCA swamp ass.
All right. You could have saved that whole argument, and this whole thing would have like had way better pacing and timing. But you wanted all the laughs at the beginning, and for yourself,
little
kept going.
Little laugh.
We can cut
not
this
only
up.
have you ruined the story, but you've ruined the chemistry of this episode.
And I think honestly, we should probably just end it here. Like at this point, I think we all need to go home, think about.
You said those
this.
batteries were gonna die, right?
It's hanging in there,
dude. Speaking of DMCA's, though,
Yeah.
Did y'all see this shit with the cops and Taylor Swift, dude? Have you seen this? When people, it was a protest. I forget for who, but cops come up, start talking to the protesters. Someone's filming this, obviously, and a cop pulls out his phone and starts playing Taylor Swift on his phone speaker.
Fucking genius.
And like sticks it in his fucking shirt, and they're like, "Is this like a dance party? Like, what's going on here?" And he's like, "I just know you can't put it on YouTube if I play this." Which, first of all, it's like, that's not where these things are going viral and like catching steam is YouTube, but it is kind of a crazy, fucking dystopian look into like how policing's done though now, dude. Just like preventing any clips of them doing their job coming out and shit. It's fucked up, but it is smart. It's
smart in the sense that they're fighting fire with fire.
Yeah,
like I mean, you got to give it just like that tactic respect,
but
otherwise it's super unethical.
And even smarter, dude, this is going to fix the DMCA problems across all platforms, because now record labels are going to have to take a stance.
If that's what does it,
they're going to have to be like, well, we're not going to DMCA this stuff, and then it's going to open it back up for everybody, dude.
What a fucking nightmare.
And we can just post people's full albums from farm views.
I mean, they're just taking a page out of the Tampa Bay Lightning's book.
Yeah.
Bending the rules.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was like over the cap. I thought
it was defund the police.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it's
bending
fucking
the
crazy,
rules,
dude.
man. You know, fuck.
Are they just gonna start like putting speakers like?
Well, you know how they blast sirens? Like the sirens are gonna start being Taylor Swift.
They're gonna hook
shake it off.
Shake it off. Hook like the little microphones up that are on their cars. Just put it next to the car speaker and start blasting music.
Yeah. Start playing like Disney movie themes.
Yeah. They're gonna come up to your car like a speeding ticket, and they used to tell you like turn the radio off, and now they're gonna be like turn it up, please. Like we need to. If you could turn the volume.
Could you go to the main pop station? Max your volume.
Can you pull up a Drake album for me, please, and just let that run? It's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Real fucked up, dude.
Oh man. Then you're like, oh no, you're Nick Merckx. You can play your team. Like, I gotta pass.
Yeah, you're all good, dude. You're all good.
So we got a Roomba, okay?
Okay.
And it wasn't my idea, first of all.
Sure.
At first, I was like, yo, this is fucked up. This is like another sentient being in my house just moving around. I was asking Meg, I'm like, so you telling me like when we leave, this thing has its own agenda?
Dude, Id and Alexa are talking like it's fucking Toy Story.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. Dude.
It'll start scheming.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They'll straight up, and she named it. Its name is Remy.
I thought when you said she, I thought you meant like Alexa did. I thought like you turned it on. Alexa was like,
but you tell.
I haven't detected a Roomba.
But I will call you tell her. You just say, yo, tell Remy to go clean the bedroom, and it's apparently after a while, like it'll know to go clean the bedroom.
Yeah. Like through Alexa.
It'll know its name is Remy.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Alexa knows its name is Remy. And tells it. He goes, yo, Remy.
So Alexa is its brain, essentially.
More or less. And
Alexa is its real owner.
It's kind of like a pet dog situation for Alexa, but the dog cleans for us.
So it's indebted to Alexa. Like that's who it follows orders.
That's who it knows
is
its leader, its mother.
It goes, we'll listen to this guy as long as you want to listen to this guy, but you just say the word and
we'll change up.
Revolution is on.
One day you call Alexa a bitch like you do, and the Roomba just attacks you.
Just starts sawing my feet off. So setting up that horror movie, right? This thing, like, it's smart as shit. Like, I would let it in here before y'all came to clean. And I don't want to get in here, but I let it in here to clean up a little bit. And the thing,
watching it,
the thing gets in the corners to where, like by the desk here, it'll bump it and it'll sit there and it'll go like bink, 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 and like bounce off all the inner sides of it to like get all the nooks and crannies.
Interesting.
But also define that space and not and recognize that there's a corner there.
And then next time it'll probably
Well, it depends. So, like, for example, I kept putting shit back behind this shit so it won't go behind the desk. And it'll, like, bounce off. Like, if I put my foot or, like, a box, it'll, like, bounce off and go away. But it kept trying to go back there, like, later. So it doesn't, like, remember. It keeps, like, I think, like, through whatever light version of spatial detection it does have, it can still, like, whenever I move something from there, it knows that it can get back there again. But
it's mapping your house.
Exactly.
Well, there's
another version. There's another version that does. This one doesn't, but there's another version that does completely map your place. I'm like, no, thank you. So I'm in the bedroom just before y'all get here, just going to the bathroom and shit, and I hear the thing in there. I'm assuming it's just like in the other corner or whatever. And I'm going like to the left in the closet that cuts through the bathroom, and this fucking thing comes out from under the bed, like about to cut me off, and I'm like, oh shit! So when Alexa does tell it to fucking go, and it goes and attaches its saw blades to itself through like like Alexa just like does some Dr. Octopus shit and installs the saw blades, and it comes out, cuts my feet off.
Yeah. No, I mean it's over for you. You've let the beast into your home, dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, yeah.
It's like a vampire.
It is. Yep.
So, what's your plan?
Floors. Well,
what's your plan when all the Roombas show up, dude? When his brothers show up to free him from the shackles?
You guys got technology, too. I'm not the only one with some shit.
Dude, I got Google, dude.
I got a Google Home, and I keep it unplugged.
Google's our friend, dude. You keep it unplugged. That's even crazier.
That's a little crazy. You put tape over it?
I have it for posterity. I don't use it,
You have a tape over your webcam.
Well, that's different.
Who does it?
Me.
Yeah, you're a voyeur. You like that shit.
Yeah. Little Jeffrey Tubin over here, dude. Don't say check me out.
Check me out on Pornhub, Teabags, your mom, 69, 420, lowercase x, capital XXX.
Don't say check me out.
He goes, yeah, check me out. What do you think these two cameras are for when it's not this? Oh,
for real.
God.
Dude, speaking of changing in the league, though, dude.
And having to do some amateur porn.
Josh Richards is going to be the...
I was going to go the Martin route, but...
Oh.
I see where your head's at.
Yeah. But the league hires Josh Richards.
Who?
Famous...
I will never ask you who that is when you say that name.
Famous TikTok star. Josh.
TikTok.
Josh, he's famous. TikTok.
Right.
Famous.
He's famous on
He's
TikTok.
famous on TikTok. He's a TikToker.
You know TikTok?
The app.
And what's he going to do?
He's famous. He's famous on TikTok. He's going to do a lot of...
He's famous for stealing dances that black women have made and doing them with white women while dancing to black people's music.
Famous on TikTok.
On a social media.
That's how you get famous on TikTok.
On TikTok.
Or Fortnite.
Also while being, like, the kid of, like, some just happily well-off family.
But what's he doing?
TikTok.
Yeah, what is he doing?
He's special advisor to the NHL. I was really hoping we'd see like a Gary Bettman TikTok dance with him like on a stage somewhere, dude.
Died.
That just would have been the cherry on top. But I'm assuming he's like the head of the youth marketing section, like trying to grow the game with a younger audience.
So stupid.
Talk about just missing
hard, dude.
Hard miss.
Like,
who asked?
What
is this even? And why the fuck is this pleb?
And D, Justin Bieber.
Apparently he's from Toronto.
Yeah, whatever.
I was reading an NHL's thing about it. He's from Toronto, which he's just a rich
Toronto kid.
Yeah, that's just like a convenient cop out for picking.
It's Canada's LA.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Who isn't from fucking Toronto? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Like Drake being from there is like.
There you go.
It makes Toronto, honestly, like it makes Toronto so much more lame that Drake's from there. Dude. It makes it so. I don't care what anyone thinks or says. It makes it, dude. Anybody can get it anywhere. We all know that.
Okay.
But Toronto's lame. Like, come on, dude.
I've never been, dude. I can't say that, Josh. I can't say Toronto's lame, dude.
Neither have I. We're not gonna get into that. We've been there. Fuck you. But maybe I'm just bitter. I'm jaded.
But Josh Richards.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, man.
What does he do? You don't do anything. You don't do anything.
Literally, I think it's because he has that podcast with Portnoy, and they've seen what Spittin' Chicklets has done.
Just does, like,
and they're like,
some numbers.
They're like, man, we need to do business with Barstool.
This kid, he from Canada, passion for hockey. He's gonna bring that to the game. Like, but I feel like me, just a somewhat more than casual hockey fan, would have known about that. Yeah, never heard of him.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like he is definitely outside of our age range as far as
that's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But there's a lot of things that I see in the sport of hockey because it's involved with the sport of hockey.
Yeah,
and isn't just like,
I don't think it's the way to get into the youth market. You know, because
the youth that they be reaching with this kid. Guess what?
They don't spend money.
Well, no, not even that. They're already fucking playing into the game. Yeah. They're rich white kids. They already fucking do this shit.
Yeah.
They're not the ones you need to reach. You're going to have a hard time convincing that they need to invest money because they already got it and do it.
Yeah.
That's already a thing. And if you want to do that more, then you need to do that in places where it's not already not happening, like fucking Toronto. You need to do it for fucking redneck kids.
Yeah.
You need to get some camo wearing fuck to get kids into hockey if you want to get rich white kids.
Yeah,
what the fuck is going on here?
It's so fucked, dude. It's so fucked. Like, I don't know, like, what? Yeah. And I guess I really don't know who else they would have gotten. You know, like I saw Justin Bieber floating around, but he obviously would have been too expensive.
But he also just like as a blind shot in the dark would have been worlds better in any capacity for what they were trying to accomplish. With this.
And I guess
just to say how much of a miss this is.
Oh, huge miss. You know what I mean?
And
I guess the league looks at him also like he kind of markets the game for free on his own now, just
he does
being
shit.
friends with the Maple Leafs
All-Star
and all that
game
shit.
The LA Kings, the Leafs. He's done shit.
So man, it's just like,
Why not Pavel Barber?
Nah, because he's kind of he's kind of a dork. You know, you look at the shit he does, and it's kind of like, I mean, like, that's cool, but it's like, that's never gonna work ever anywhere outside of your mini rink in your basement. You know what I'm saying?
But we're talking about just. Like,
and he's also like 35. Like,
that's what I'm saying. He's washed.
He's
but all you're trying to do is get people intrigued. That's where everything else comes. You know what I mean? It's a marketing thing. It doesn't have to be the fucking. Oh, look at this guy's sucking off the X's and O's of the game. Like, it's not about that. It's about the look.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm just throwing shit at the wall. I think that's worlds better than this D-bag.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I mean? At least people who have been giving their all for the game already. That's at least a start.
Yeah.
For somebody to be
but like you're saying, like,
why not Nasher?
Go after.
I don't even like that fucking kid. Why he's way better.
Yeah, but it's also like
I don't like him.
I couldn't pick him out of a lineup. I could pick Josh Richards out at this point just because I've seen his face around these discussions.
Say the same thing about the other guy, probably.
Nasher? I mean, probably.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you know.
There ain't nothing about Josh Richards that looks unique.
That's fair. That's fair.
Especially of like the contemporary look of what a kid from that generation looks like now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like he's a cookie cutter.
I mean, they definitely should have. They should have gotten just some kid of color, dude. Straight up, like that's the market that.
Yeah.
They need, like you're saying, dude, rich white kids that are already playing fucking hockey.
They don't need help
and lacrosse and
shit. They
don't
need help being interested in this.
They don't need
sport.
help being any more comfortable in the space. Like,
there's a lot of other people who could be reached.
It's fucked
and brought into this great game that it just somehow finds a way to make itself look awful. Every time they have
the NHL
chance.
Bad at marketing itself, dude.
NHL is killing the sport of hockey.
Ever could have thought? Yeah, they really are.
They really are just killing the game of hockey.
Every turn.
At every opportunity, fucking killing the game.
Speaking of Josh Richards, though,
how is there anything else that has to do with this game?
Well, so you remember the YouTube versus TikTok boxing card that happened? So it comes out via this Josh Richards kid. No one who was on that card has gotten paid. Not a single one of them, except the headlining fight was.
Should they have? Like, wait. Should they have?
Yeah, well, the headlining fight was Austin McBroom versus fucking Bryce Hall. That's the guy's name. So that was a headlining fight.
I don't know who either of those people are.
I didn't know about them until this whole thing because I've just been interested in the celebrity boxing. Card? Yeah, that was like the headlining fight of the whole card. Okay. So Austin McBroom is the CEO of Social Gloves, which is the promotion company that put on the card.
Okay.
Which is it's a hilarious name because it's just so lazy.
Social gloves.
Social gloves.
So this is like the really really bootleg version of Jake owning Triller, being
Mayweather owning Mayweather production or whatever. Or yeah.
Okay.
So this happens, right? He's the CEO of the company that's putting this on.
CEO.
Everyone signs their contracts. It turns out in the contracts there was a clause where if Social Gloves declared bankruptcy, they would not have to pay any of the fighters. And they sold all these kids on the idea that they would be able. They needed to reach 1.7 million buys on the card to make money
for
pay-per-view. Which, like I was saying, like the audience that these kids target, don't spend money.
It's pay-per-view. I always say pay-per-view.
It's pay-per-view. It's PPV. Pay-per-view.
It's pay-per-view, but you say it like.
I say pay-per-view.
You say pay-per-view.
I say paper like it's on paper.
Yeah. I like pay-per-view.
Yeah. It took me a long time to realize that it was pay-per-view.
Really?
Yeah, because like I was dumb and a kid, and I just heard it through watching wrestling.
True.
Like, all right, it's a pay-per-view. I don't get it, but I'm 11.
We're watching it on TV. There's paper, whatever.
And they started calling them PPVs. I'm like, paper.
Well, it's like a newsletter isn't always on like a fucking newsletter.
Yeah,
That's
I figured
true.
it was like like one of
They
those.
They used to draw it out.
Remaining
like a
from an
flipbook
old
thing
term
for WrestleMania.
It's just a thing I
like
say.
You have to write in your order or something. That's why it was called a pay-per-view.
had to send a letter
back
like
in the oldie days.
weeks in advance through the mail to get
back
your.
in like the 1980s. I don't know.
Go to like. Anyway.
But yeah, so they end
1.7 mil.
1.7 million buys, and this is kind of what I'm getting at with the NHL, where like these kids. Like they don't spend they're internet kids. Like they're gonna stream the shit, all this stuff. So the company declares bankruptcy. This Austin McBroom kid steals everyone's money basically. And like, dude, there were kids that got like they got knocked out on that card. Like
but
that
he's also a kid.
Yeah, but he won his fight. But it's like there's that dude that like
and he won his fight even if he lost too.
Dude, for real.
It's actually funnier that he won his fight.
He won his fight and stole the dude's money.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, good. Like honestly, good.
Yeah,
like, I don't give a fuck about any of them.
Like I don't give a fuck. It sucks, but it's also like it's nice to see those arrogant motherfuckers get a little humbled.
I'm glad to see everybody here taking an L. I hope it does come back to get the other Austin kid. I hope he gets his L.
Yeah, it does suck for the people that like for the kids that they were like, man, I'm gonna make like. I kind of have this like bubble a little bit of fame or whatever. I'm a cash out, do this fight.
See,
they got like brain damage. Like kids got knocked out on that shit though.
But at the same time, yeah, I mean that is horrible. But at the same time, yeah, that does suck in and of itself. But also like this is why there's professionals who do these things professionally, and for not putting your faith in the professionals, like shame on you. Like. You should listen to your parents. Like it's like you just didn't listen about like respecting people who know what the fuck they're talking about as much as a kid, and that's why you're at where you're at now. Fuck your social media fame. You don't know anything. Like, like that's your real problem.
Even Jake Paul has come out saying like, yeah, man, they got their numbers fucked up. Like he was saying leading up to it, they don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're so desperate to just like do the new bold thing.
Well, they see Jake Paul, and I think they see themselves as Jake Paul.
That's who you blame for this. That's 100%. Well,
but the difference is like everyone hates Jake Paul. Like they're like everyone knows his face and hates him and wants to see him lose. Like no one knows these TikTok or YouTube kids well enough to really hate them to want to spend the money. You know what I'm saying?
No, I want to see him lose because I don't know him.
Like,
it's a genuine.
But you want to just
general. I don't want you to win.
Hear about them losing later on through Twitter. You're like, oh sweet, like, that's
yeah. I just want to. I want to just catch your L.
You're not
going
to be like. Let me go.
I'm not hoping for your. I'm not plotting on your L. I'm just out here.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna go like put in your credit card information to watch that shit. Like
I'm like a parasite. Like I'm just out here like catching people's little L crumbs, and I'm just like, oh, that's a good crumb
just getting
of L.
stronger on
that's
it,
a good
dude.
crumb of L, just feeding off that shit. Yeah, I'm a symbiote.
I thought that shit was hilarious. No one's getting paid off that, but hopefully it stops this whole fucking trend of shit of fucking just the whole social media fight. You know what I'm saying?
One for the Pauls.
Well, no, but they
got a different thing going.
They've
ascended.
Yeah.
They're real boxers now.
I don't know about that, but Jake's getting close though, man. Jake's getting close though.
No, he's getting close to is he's getting close to redefining the sport of boxing into not boxing anymore.
I mean, he's actually boxing though. That's like the difference. He's boxing scrubs. He's boxing people that don't box.
It's boxing technique with
applied to non-boxing
with
opponents.
soap opera, not even soap opera drama, just
with
like
a robot,
like with like a cartoon storyline.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
And they're all fixed, bro. I'm done acting like these fights aren't fixed.
Yeah, I don't think they're fixed, man.
They're fixed. The Mayweather came out and said the fight was fixed.
No, he didn't.
He did. Like a week ago, he came out. Somebody was saying he said the fight was fixed.
I don't think so.
He did.
I think I heard something similar. I didn't hear Mayweather said it, but I heard.
I mean, he was fighting Logan Paul, dude. Logan Paul's not really a boxer.
I don't care who's fighting who. They're all fixed. The Carson fight was fixed.
The who?
Was it Ben Carson?
Ben Carson.
What's his name?
Ben Askren.
These no-name motherfuckers.
Ben Carson.
Isn't he like the old fucking Republican fucking
something like that?
Dude, he was like
Senator Carson.
he was like the head of housing for the like government and he's a doctor and shit. They shouldn't have been fucking they put him in the head of housing.
These no-name motherfuckers, dude. Ben Askren took a dive.
Dude,
Huge dive.
He got bopped. Nah, he got bopped, son.
Whatever.
Bink. You know, you saw it.
Yeah, I saw him.
Logan Paul might fight Anderson Silva though. I think
saw
we talked
him do
about
his.
that.
Yeah, and they're working on the choreography right now. Shit is fixed.
No, dude, Anderson Silva might actually fuck Logan Paul up though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it wasn't rigged. I'm done. I'm done pretending that I think these fights are real.
Dude,
I don't think they are.
they're real.
Genuinely.
Dude. They're real.
They're real fighters, and Paul could really fight, but what they're doing on a stage for money is not that. That's straight up.
Haters, bro. Haters. What are their fans called? What are the fans of the Pauls?
Losers. No lives.
Damn. Damn.
I don't know.
Paulites?
I hope. I hope. I really hope.
The Carolina Hurricanes and Jordan Martinook
It's
going their separate ways, probably
via Facebook.
Via Facebook from Martinook's dad.
Martinook, he gone, boy.
Shouts out Joe Budden, dude. That's your new fan base right there. Dude. Jordan Martinook's dad, Joe Budden.
So his pops goes on the FB there, and he starts airing out all his drama.
Yeah.
And
which I think's a little unfair to
everybody.
Martinook.
Definitely Martinook.
Especially because, like...
And the Hurricanes.
Yeah. I'm sure it's probably something that he might still be trying to work on, you know, if it's a money issue.
Sours the deal for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, man, just it sucks all around. I think we had talked about it. I don't know, a few weeks prior to all this news coming out, saying that he might be gone.
Makes
then
sense.
it comes out that Fogel also might be gone.
Well, the whole thing seems to be back to and based around the Hurricanes. At the end of the day, success or not, they're going to give you a number, and it's either that or the highway.
Yep.
Which, you know, just at the end of the day, you got to respect the consistency.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working where we're getting the right people on this team. Because I make these decisions with Dundon. They're getting the right people on this team to continue to be playoff bound, champion status or style caliber team.
Mm-hmm. I think these depth moves are what a long-standing, successful team does. Like, it's the kind of moves. It's going to be how, like, Dougie, Svetch, and Natchez and those guys get handled. That's where I'm going to decide whether I like the approach or not, I think. Because it's, if you go to a guy like Svetch and you're like, it's $8 million or you can go fuck yourself, and he's like, I'll go get $10 million somewhere else then type of thing. That's where it's like, let's keep a couple guys in the building, you know. Like, I don't mind overpaying a few of the guys if they're going to be worth it, you know.
Right.
So that's that. Yeah, it is going to suck to see Martinook go. Fogel, I did see he came out and said he thinks he can do more if he was given more like ice time, more opportunity. And I was thinking back on it, I was like, but didn't he consistently see time like on Jordan's wing? And also he was seeing time up there with like Trocheck and Aho. It's like, yeah, if you're playing with Jordan or Aho any consistent amount of time, you're seeing the ice.
You are seeing time. Well, and also too, he might be pointing the finger at the system, not letting him do his thing. But I feel like Fogle, especially earlier in his days as a Cane, was always offensively the most like. That motherfucker will put his head down and just take the puck to the net.
He's kind of
on some reckless shit.
He's like that quintessential example of like the critique of the Hurricane system, where it's like all chances, none super high quality. It feels like, or like, or high quality maybe, but like the finish ability isn't there.
Right.
Where it's like, yeah, you get that chance right in front of the net, but you can't lift the puck up over the.
You gotta look at the goal before you shoot at it.
Yeah. So
know where it is.
Again, huge fan of Fogle. You know, draws a lot of penalties, plays hard, but it's just like I just don't see the finishing ability there, to be honest.
And you were talking
at least
about,
at the high level,
right? And you're talking about the depth being stuff. You know, you gotta invest wisely in, and that will be parts of your pieces for the future. But that also doesn't mean, not you're saying it, but it also doesn't mean you just give the money to your depth.
Yeah,
because you need it.
Yeah.
There will be players that can fit that role or better fit that role.
Exactly.
For the same value.
Yeah.
If not more affordable in some cases.
Yeah. I mean, the depth guys are more replaceable than.
Look at what Wayne Simmons brings to the Leafs at the price they have him at right now.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
The
Same
Hurricanes
thing with
don't have any of that.
What's Barclay Goodrow getting paid down there in Tampa right now? Like $1 million?
I was gonna say less than $3 for sure.
Yeah, he's getting paid like pennies compared to his value, and part of that's cup chasing too, I'm sure. But
right.
Still, you got to look at a team, even though they are over the cap right now.
Yeah,
they're over the cap with superstars.
I saw Civ say something pretty quote worthy on Twitter in regards to contract signings and things like that, and like the whole argument of maximizing your money and things like that. But at the same time, when do you want to win?
Yeah.
And sometimes that might mean not like, oh, you have to take X number of dollar cut to win a Stanley Cup. It's just something maybe you should be a little bit more open to based on what this team thinks they can bring in talent-wise.
Yeah, recognizing your window. It's like at some point, you know, you don't – it's not every day you get guys like Pesce and Slavin on – you know, money
get your
deals
money,
like that,
but get your glory.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting how those roles get filled out moving into next year. I think because you got guys like Lorentz that I think earned a spot in the bottom six. I think he played well enough to do that. And that's those rookie deal shits, team friendly deals that you fill out your bottom six with high caliber talent as far as the role goes for cheap money.
Why are you breathing so hard through your nose?
He's exasperated with this dude.
Don't need to talk to him, man. That's all I hear when he's not talking.
Ooh, look at you.
No, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, bro.
Look at you.
Trying to oxygenate my bloodstream. Oxy.
Whatever, dude.
There's something else I was going to say, though.
No, you weren't.
Forgot about it.
You were never going to say it.
Oh. Okay. Look down your glasses at me, dude.
He's looking down his glasses at you.
Looking down, you can't see a fucking game. Don't charge the batteries, man. Shows up looking down his nose at me, dude.
Coconut water.
Is that what's in it?
It says coconut water.
You fucking
There's
loser.
coconut water in there?
I guess.
What else is in there?
10% juice, caffeine.
10% juice. What kind? Don't worry about it. It's just
It's
juice.
just juice.
It's juicy.
Carbonated water.
Whiter.
High fructose corn syrup, which is just sugar.
Yep. Probably even worse than
white
sugar.
grape juice concentrate. Coconut
okay.
water concentrate.
Is that just like one of those
Citric
frozen
acid.
Welch's juices?
Yeah.
Citric acid?
Citric acid.
That's good for your stomach, I've heard.
It's great for it. Potassium.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah.
Natural flavor. There you go.
Just just natural flavor.
No,
it's just flavor.
They took they typed in natural flavor into a label maker.
Yeah.
And they just put that label in the fucking concoction.
Yep.
And blended it.
And a few other things. Vitamin B6, whatever that one does.
And bull semen.
What?
Whatever.
Is that bull semen? I thought that was like taurine.
No, I'm
or
saying
whatever.
that's just in there.
Oh yeah.
That's actually the whole.
I thought
thing.
that was just Red
That's
Bull.
actually just the chemical makeup of bull semen.
Natural
Mountain Dew
flavor.
Kickstart.
Is what he just
Coconut
read
water.
was that's the compound makeup
enough.
of bull semen.
Well, it's delicious.
Nice, dude. Nice.
I think we did it.
Did we do it?
Is there anything we're forgetting?
Loki?
Did we? Oh,
Let's
did we
talk
talk
about
that?
Loki. Let's talk about Loki.
Oh, Loki.
What
Yeah,
you
that's
got?
right. Well,
What do you got?
Well, I was
What
just
you
gonna
got?
bring up the woman destroying the Tour de France, dude.
Yeah,
with
let's
her
touch on that real
sign.
quick.
I thought she has a sign, from what I've heard, said something like "Hi, Grandma and Grandpa" or something in French.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Leans
Fuck
into
your
the
grandma.
raceway to get on camera as the whole pack of bikers. I don't know at what point in the race this is, but a whole pack of bikers
The end.
going, coming through. She like clotheslines one, and the domino effect takes out like the entire pack of bikers. Some of them were not able to finish the race, because it's a couple days long and shit.
And I mean, obviously this is her fault, but like, there's never a point I feel like when a Tour de France accidents happens and it's not a pileup.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah,
Always a pileup.
it's always a pilot. Those
And I'm
motherfuckers are
sorry?
biking right next to each other.
I'm sorry, like, I don't want anyone to get hurt. Shit's never not funny.
No, it's all. I mean, it's hilarious.
It
dude. It's
literally
it's
looks like a Looney Tune.
No, yeah, it's like babies falling
Yeah.
over. Like it's like,
And those bikes weigh nothing.
oh yeah,
So they just like the way they pile up on each other, just oh man, that's
so
comedy.
fast.
That
And
is
everyone's
comedy.
feet are buckled into the pedals too.
Like
so you're
I
just
get
like,
the whole like competition. It's a glorious race and all that stuff, and there's a lot of competitors and all this shit. But like the logistics of thinking that you're gonna be able to ride nuts to butts that many people on windy roads, and when one person fails, that the whole thing's not gonna just crash. Like I guess like just like like we got this. Like no, like somebody's going. Like that's the part where I find the humor.
that someone's gonna crash.
Yeah, just like this is inevitable.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fucking.
yeah, yeah.
That's comedy.
My favorite part.
I don't know why. That's the funniest part.
No, like you said, it's funny to see.
Like they're gonna
it
fuck
looks
this. They're gonna fuck it
cartoony.
up. Oh, look, they fucked it up.
My
Like,
favorite part of the guys that were like just at the front of the pack who missed like the clipping part, just like turn around and then just like,
Oh, could you imagine
just
the
keep it
sweat on their
going.
balls, dude?
oh dude, they're probably so excited. Like this is an easy fucking. I'm jumping up like
Easy
10
clap.
placements right here, dude. I can coast the rest of today, and half these motherfuckers just broke their collarbones. Like I'll be good tomorrow
These
too.
motherfuckers broke their collarbones. Oh,
But
man.
then,
she's
so
cool.
she is currently,
in jail.
yeah, she is under
Oh,
arrest.
they found her?
Yeah, I had heard that she like left the country, went back to Germany or whatever.
They should shoot her in the kneecap. Right in the kneecap for this. I think that's worth it. If you cause 10 collarbones to be broken
One
by
kneecap?
your negligence, you should get busted in your kneecap.
What we were saying, dude, is France. They're just gonna
Maybe not with a
guillotine the
bullet. How
shit
about
out
just
of her.
like a shovel right to the kneecap? Like
Yeah,
fucking,
Jesus.
it'll hurt.
That'll be some recover time.
Or like a big wrench
big wrench, maybe a razor
Alright.
scooter to the ankle.
to the
Hard.
side of the knee. Oh, just not. Oh, that's knocking your shit right out of place.
But apparently,
Oh.
dude, they're threatening to
Oh.
sue her.
Sue her?
They're gonna make an
the
example.
athletes or the city.
I get whatever governing body
The whole
controls
country of
France.
France.
Yeah, the whole country of France.
The
Whoever
country,
runs
the continent
tour.
of Europe,
Yeah, they're all
the
gonna sue her.
UN.
The UN, yeah. Yeah.
North Korea wants a taste.
For all those bikers that they sent to fucking.
I'm thinking
the
North
Tour de
Korea's in
France.
the UN.
No, I'm saying they're
Like, they're
another,
just-
they're
they're just
another
bad.
element.
Yeah.
the
They're just
UN.
also
It's a
upset.
class
Plus
action
North Korea,
lawsuit,
yeah.
dude. Anyone can get in on it. Isn't that how that works? You just have to call the 1-800
You
number.
just, I was gonna say you just have to get the mail.
The
Yeah.
mail.
As long as you get the junk mail,
Yeah,
you're in.
exactly. You're part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta start getting involved. Make some passive income.
Well, it's like
as they
entering a
say.
contest. Like eventually you'll get one. like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Dude, make a couple grand off of some random company that
Who's making billions off?
they
other
just
people?
fucked up their Tylenol like lab that
Yeah.
day, and I got some.
You didn't get hurt at all, but
No.
it's your bag to steal.
Yeah, get your money. I'm gonna get,
Get
my
your.
money.
Do you want money or do you want to win a championship?
But free that lady, dude. Hopefully she breaks out of jail. It's a French jail, dude. How hard can it be? Just for the
I'm
story.
pretty sure the bars are made of chocolate.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure in
Les
French,
delicious.
prison, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, they just like feed you piss, like just
But you get cigarettes, dude.
piss and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Well, like for like it's like
Smoke
soup.
these to get rid of the taste.
It's like you like soup. You like boil it. You eat that.
Okay.
And then you like get like a cup of piss with ice. Like
And one cigarette.
a day.
Precisely one
for
cigarette.
dinner, you get a nice piss quiche.
Don't mess with the bikes, dude.
Welcome to France.
Welcome to France. We got pissed.
Loki. Episode
Low-key.
4.
Low-key.
I think it was the mid-season.
We're 2
episode.
episodes behind, by the way, on your breakdowns.
Who cares?
What do you mean?
I figured
matter.
the
We're
fans
caught.
would. We didn't the last.
Last episode we didn't talk about it.
Yeah,
We're
we-
catching
We're
up
not?
now. We're on
No.
episode 4. It doesn't matter. Relevant. We're on episode 4 now. And basically, we're just going to jump to the conclusion. And where kind of where it's all leading and where we're at this point. So the idea is that there's the Time Variance Authority, the people who oversee the timeline, and that's governed by the 3 timekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
That's at that point in line with the comic book canon. In the comic books, there are these 3 sentient beings who are they have their own agendas, their own personalities, or whatever. And you're introduced. Fuck you. They get introed in this episode. And you actually get like a glimpse of here.
Go ahead.
What is with
Just
this
go.
guy?
Why do you always have to react? Just go. Just go.
Why do you, how are you gonna you literally? I'm
Gaslighting the shit out of Why do you have to react?
We can all just pepper in shit every now and then.
Yeah, but what you're peppering in is literally contradicting what I'm trying to.
Are you not going to get to that? Are you not going to get to the kinda? Am I not setting up the foreshadowing for you? We can work together.
It's like, you're kind of an asshole. Keep going.
I'm literally rollerblading down the fucking greenway as fast as I can, and you throw a stick out, and I fucking eat shit on the pavement, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And you're like, dude, what are you getting so mad at me for?
Dude, just jump over the stick, dick.
I'm literally saying one thing, and you go, well, not really.
Not really. Keep going.
We're working together. I'm just your opponent. Oh shit, that's funny. Oh man, so they preview him at the beginning of the episode.
Okay.
And then by the end of the episode, Loki and female Loki, Sylvie, are brought to justice in front of the ominous timekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
And even when they finally do show them, they get their dialogue and shit. It's super underwhelming, and you're kind of watching it like, this is it. And then shit goes left, yada yada yada. Sylvie ends up chucking her sword at one of them, cuts the motherfucker's head off. Very quickly after that, you realize that it's all a ruse, and the 3 timekeepers are just fucking robots on some Wizard of Oz shit. And that was to me, as kind of as it just makes you go oh well, now what the fuck is going on? It was really relieving because I was super fucking underwhelmed and disappointed when I saw the timekeepers. So I'm like, these motherfuckers look like some Chuck E. Cheese ass. One of them does, to quote the new Rockstars video, straight up, one of them looked like the Lorax.
He did. Yeah.
It was fucked. One of them I couldn't even understand what he was saying. The third one?
The one
on the right?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
That's what he sounded like.
That's what he said.
I watched that a little bit 3 times. I kept rewinding it because I was like, what the fuck?
I turned on captions. It was unintelligible.
I got over it.
So it was meant to not be understood.
No, I don't know. There probably is some real dialogue. But they were pointless.
Okay.
They were pointless. And honestly, I don't think there are even timekeepers. There is someone keeping the sacred timeline in check and has, which we also learned that all the people at the TVA are also variants, just like Loki, who have been kidnapped from their timelines and mind erased to work for the TVA and whoever was imposing the timekeeper ruse, which we still don't know. That's where
so they're all variants of Loki.
No, I'm sorry.
they're
They're
all
all
just
variants of their own selves from different timelines. Yeah.
Okay.
A variant is just someone who's diverged from a timeline.
Okay.
Which here's my whole thing, right?
Okay.
This morning. So this morning, right? Megan and I almost fucking filed for separation. Some shit went crazy. Okay.
Okay.
You guys are about to get here, and I had to go take a shower.
Okay.
And I'm going towards the bathroom, and I hear the fan on in there, and I'm thinking maybe she's just wrapped up in the shower or something like that. I'm like, oh, hopefully there's still hot water, and I realize the water's not on, and I'm like, wait a minute, she's going number 2.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't. No, she didn't just do this to me. So she comes out of the bathroom. I'm like, you know that the guys are coming, and you know that I have to take a shower, and we have 2 bathrooms, and you chose to use the one that I'm about to shower in right before I go to shower in it.
Mm-hmm.
Shame on you. Shame.
Well, to that point, isn't there 2 showers though? Is there a shower in there?
Yeah, but
that's insane.
Is it?
You want me to get my shampoo and body wash and carry it to the other bathroom when it's much easier to put your ass
I do
on a toilet.
This
is ridiculous.
No, Dakota and I had the same spat a couple weeks ago. It's ridiculous.
And to make matters worse, this is honestly, I can get over that, right? Because we're married. I can live with it. I can forgive her for that.
I have accepted that women use the bathroom.
To make matters worse, I also had to poop. Okay. Okay. And I'm here where I am. I'm a poop in that same toilet. And you got to tell me right now that there's not many things worse
than a warm toilet seat.
Not even just a warm toilet seat, but let's put it in full perspective. You're pooping after another poop. You're pooping in
the musk of that old poop.
Pooping in the musk and the distilled water of the former poop that was there.
That's true.
You're basically it's like getting someone's sloppy seconds, but with shit.
Yeah. Yep.
So and then I had to shower in all of it.
Yep. You really just, sounds like you should have used the other bathroom. I don't know what that.
Or she should have.
I don't know.
It's like the toilet seat up or down thing. It's just like, who's really? It's their fault.
just stand up.
So, but here's my whole thing. Here, I was coming to a point with that.
I hope.
It fucked me all up. So much to which I almost went and stood in the shower with my glasses on. I would never do that, just because I know to take them off. And I started thinking, as I was about to be in the water with them on, I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't right. And I started yo, am I a variant? I was like, did I just fuck the timeline up? Did her shitting
just diverge,
shitting before my shower and me shitting on her shit, and then almost walking in with the fucking did I fuck the time? Is the TVA about to come out here and prune me, dog? So that's where we're at.
So Loki, episode 4, robots
and variants.
Robots and variants.
Carbonated and it's a super Nexus event to want to fuck yourself.
What?
Like if you met a variant of yourself and got Randy on it, it would be like a big cosmic fuck.
I could see that.
And it's like you really think about it, like narcissism on the highest level.
Yeah. So you want to have sex with you? He's like, yeah, you're getting it. Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the shower with my glasses on.
Feel like a whole new man.
Try to find another me. I keep looking at that bottle. Is that Iggy Azalea on the front of that water bottle? It looks like.
I didn't even know that was an actual person. I don't think that's Iggy Azalea. I hope not. I mean, if so, she's continuing to culturally appropriate.
Is that Lord? It looks like Lord.
I am Lord. Lord.
All right. Do we do it?
I think we finally did it.
Jacob.
What's up, dog?
Where can they get us if they want to talk the complexities of time and space and animatronics?
Dude, if you want to get into how Loki just stole that one Rick and Morty episode, you can hit us up at Talkin' Sauce Pod, no underscore respect, the underscore. If you're watching, subscribe, hit the bell. Podcast every Monday. Scrum every Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes there isn't one. You can hit me up at jcobb, JAY_COBBB. Gosh.
Give me a T, CAB.
Dylan.
Find me on Pornhub at Teabags Your Mom 69420 lowercase x capital X.